What's up, guys? I am Kenny from Upscale Lures, and today is episode number 5 of my series Upscale Fishing Interviews. I am thrilled that I was able to interview a fishing YouTuber that truly pushes the limits of fishing. He's went as far as catching fish on a rock lure. I think you guys are going to really enjoy the show. Let's get started. Can you please tell us your name and the name of your YouTube channel?
The name of my YouTube channel is Brendan Miller, which also coincides with my name, which is also Brendan Miller, so it's a very creative title.
What podcast or YouTube channel have you recommended the most and why?
So the YouTube channel I've probably recommended the most, or at least talked about the most, has been Smarter Every Day, and it's not necessarily a fishing channel, but it's a channel that really dives into why things work and the science behind things, and I really love that. That's part of the reason why I love fishing. So I'd say Smarter Every Day has to be the channel that I've recommended to people the most.
What fishing gear, equipment, or lure purchase of $100 or less has made the most impact in the past year?
The lure that I have purchased recently that's made the most positive impact on my fishing has been a simple jig head and a simple curly tail grub. Such a simple combination, but yet it's been super effective for me this year. I've caught a ton of fish with it.
How does a failure, big or small, set you up for later success? And do you have a favorite failure of yours?
So for me, failure is one of the things that I actually value because I know what not to do next time, if you know what I mean. When I started making YouTube videos, they weren't that great. They were actually pretty cruddy, but I used that to motivate me to make better videos. I made a commitment to myself. I said, every video I'm going to try and make it better than the last. And it's that mindset where I'm always going to strive to do better even though I fail, and I'm going to learn from my mistakes, and I think it's really helped me grow as a person and as somebody who makes YouTube videos. A favorite failure of mine would have to be dropping cameras in the water. I have broken at least 3 cameras dropping them into the water, and I learned a very valuable lesson from that. Make sure your tripod is set up nice and sturdy before you start fishing, because a gust of wind comes by or it's on an uneven surface and the camera plummets into the water, and then it costs me money to replace it. So it's definitely a tip I'll give you guys. Make sure your tripod is secure before you start filming.
If you could write anything on your own billboard and put it anywhere, what would it say?
There's a lot of things I could put on a billboard, but the 2 things that come to mind are, number 1, don't try to be famous. Don't try to put yourself above other people, because it's never going to work. You're never going to find happiness if you're always striving to build yourself up. True happiness, I believe, comes when we humble ourselves and we reach out to those around us and we help others. We stop caring about ourselves. The second thing I put on a billboard is enjoy life. I believe God has given us this life to enjoy, and I see a lot of people that are just uptight and stressed out, and they don't take time to enjoy life, to enjoy a sunrise, a sunset, catching a fish, whether it's a small fish or a big fish. That's where I get so much joy out of fishing, is getting out in nature and enjoying life. So those are the 2 things I would put on a billboard if I had 2 billboards.
What is one of the best investments you have ever made?
Best investment I have made is in relationships, spending time with friends and family, and spending time with people that build you up, because a lot of times in life, you get discouraged, and it's those people that you invested time and energy in and developed a meaningful relationship with. Those are the people that are going to raise you up, that are going to bring you up, and that is invaluable. You can invest in tons of things, money, businesses, YouTube channels, but for me, investing in meaningful relationships with people that I care about and that I know care about me is truly a very beneficial thing.
What is a unusual fishing lure or a absurd fishing tactic that you love?
Like I mentioned earlier, I have really been enjoying throwing small plastic grubs with a small jig head. That has been working really, really well for me, not just with panfish, but with walleye, bass. Pretty much anything that eats minnows will eat a small jig head and a curl tail, and it's a very effective way to catch fish or to even see what kind of fish are in a new body of water you're fishing. A lot of people don't know about it, a lot of people don't really use it, but it's something I've really come to enjoy. I also love throwing a simple jigging spoon, which is basically just a piece of metal with a treble hook on it. Jigging that vertically can get you some amazing results.
In the last 3 years, what belief, behavior, or habit has most improved your life?
So this kind of ties into the billboard question, but it would have to be meaningful relationships. Investing in meaningful relationships is huge. That has improved my life so much, having a group of friends and family that are super supportive and super ready to build me up when I'm down. And likewise, when they're having stress, you know, I can talk to them and hopefully encourage them in their journey through life. And I think if we can realize that life's not about us, that life's about other people, and we start caring for other people, I think our life will improve dramatically, because when we humble ourselves, when we put away our ego, when we put away our pride, in a sense, that is when I believe we find true joy and happiness.
What are bad recommendations or tips you commonly hear about fishing?
So when it comes to bad recommendations and tips that aren't necessarily valuable when it comes to fishing, I believe one of the biggest traps us as anglers fall into is lures. There's so many different types of lures, different colors, all this different stuff. I mean, I have a crate right here full of fishing lures. But to tell you the truth, when it comes down to it, I don't use very many of those lures. There's only about 6 baits that I reach for on any given day that catch me fish. I don't need anything else. So I think what these lure companies have done is they've provided us with so many crazy looking lures that we think we need to have in order to catch fish. But like I said, there's only about 5 or 6 lures that I use on a regular basis that actually catch me consistent fish. So I think the biggest misconception or recommendation, oh, you need to try this new bait, it's crazy good, a lot of that's built off hype. And when it comes down to it, I believe simplicity can be your best friend when it comes to fishing lures.
When you feel overwhelmed or unfocused, what do you do or what do you think about to get yourself back on track?
So doing YouTube and making fishing videos once a week can definitely be overwhelming, and there are times when I'm not focused on what I should be doing. I feel creatively drained, and it seems like I can't get anything together. Apologize for the thumping upstairs. Like I was saying, when I feel drained and creatively just tapped out, what I like to do is just let the project sit. Just leave that project alone, just stop, and do something else. Now, I usually try and do something else that is still creatively stimulating, so let's say I'll go draw, or I'll get my camera and go take some pictures, or something like that. Something that doesn't have to do with videos or fishing or anything like that. And what I found is that when I am off putting my attention and effort into something else, that's when I feel invigorated, encouraged to go back and finish the project. There's something about letting a project sit and backing away from it and working on something else that for some reason makes me want to go finish that project. And that's something I've learned, is just when I hit a wall with a project, just stop and back off and do something else, maybe go read a book. And after a couple hours or even days, eventually I'll start feeling that urge to go finish that project. And so that's something I do quite often.
When you hear the word successful, who comes to mind and why?
So there's 2 ways I think of success, and the first way is the traditional way I think most people think of success: having lots of money, being famous, you know, walking that red carpet, maybe having a lot of YouTube channel subscribers. And I believe that's like the main way we perceive success. A successful person, I believe, is measured by how much they make a difference, how much they help other people, by the way they live their life. It's not necessarily about money and fame, because let's face it, at the end of the day, those are material things, and material things are not going to make you happy. True success, I believe, is living life to the fullest. I believe living the way God intended us to live, and realizing, again, like I touched on in the last couple of questions, that life is not about us. If we can live a fulfilled, happy life the way God intended it, then I think we've really truly found success.
What video of yours are you most proud of? And I'll leave a link below so my viewers can check it out.
So the video I'm the most proud of on my channel right now has to be my latest short film, Why I Fish. That video was actually quite daunting for me when I was just starting to film it and edit it. And for a while there, I thought I really wasn't going to get a video done, but I persisted, I kept at it, and eventually I shaped something that I believe really encapsulates the reason why I fish. So for that reason, I am definitely proud of that video.
What is the most exciting project you are currently working on or will be working on this year?
So I'm not, as of now, working on any exciting projects except a wedding, which I'm editing right now, which is kind of exciting, but not as exciting as stuff I have planned for 2018. I have something big planned for 2018. I can't really tell you what it is. I will say it's going to be a new show on my channel that is going to kind of shake things up a bit. I'm still in the brainstorming stages of it. We'll probably start shooting here in the next couple months, but that is something I am extremely excited about coming into 18. Sorry, I can't really tell you what it is, but just be sure to stay tuned to when I give you more details about that.
What strategy or tactic do you believe made the most impact in building your YouTube channel?
So I believe the biggest tip that has helped me grow my audience and my YouTube channel over the past couple years is to think outside the box. Make videos that are different. Make the videos that you want to watch. I myself am kind of a quirky person, so I like to see weird, quirky videos, and I think that kind of shows in my channel. Like, we have a bunch of weird shows on there, like, you know, the Lure Challenge, where we make lures out of weird stuff. We have the Fish Off series, which is basically just me or somebody else competing in a little fishing tournament. Those video ideas were all original, and those, believe it or not, are the videos that really got my channel going. So I will say, thinking outside the box, coming up with new, fresh ideas is probably what I would attribute to the success on my channel. And the second thing I'll say is consistency. Uploading once a week, or if you have the guts, once a day. I'm not quite there to uploading once a day, but I do try to upload at least once or twice a week, and that I really believe has helped my channel grow in the past couple of years. It seems like the dynamics on YouTube have shifted a little bit, whereas you could probably get away with doing a video, you know, 3 times a month, but now it seems like you either have to do a video a week or do videos, you know, every day. And I'm not at the point where I'm doing videos every day, but I do try and do at least 1 or 2 videos a week, and that has really helped me stay consistent and helped my views stay consistent as well.
What YouTube video of yours was the most challenging and why?
So what video was the most challenging for me to make? I can't really pinpoint one video, but I will say the lure challenge videos are always the most challenging. They take anywhere from 5 days to a week to put together, because I have to build the bait, then I have to test it and see if I can catch a fish with it, and that usually takes 2 or 3 trips to be able to get that done. So for sure the lure challenge videos are most challenging because it requires just a lot of work to be able to film the whole process of me building stuff. A lot of people don't realize, but when you're trying to build something and trying to film it at the same time, it takes double the amount of time it usually would, because you have to worry about capturing certain angles, and you also got to worry about what you're building. So for sure the lure challenge videos are my most challenging video.
Brendan, thank you so much for taking the time. I really do appreciate it. If you could please tell us the best place to find you online, and I'll leave all the links below in the description page.
So you can find me on Instagram at Brendan's Fabulous World of Fishing. Even though I changed the name of my channel to Brendan Miller, my Instagram's still named Brendan's Fabulous World of Fishing. So just search that and you'll be able to see videos and pictures and stuff like that I post there.
Real quick before you take off, make sure to check out the link below for my first Fishing Friday newsletter. It includes a monthly lure giveaway, also a little bit of news about my company, Upscale Lures, and just a little bit of fishing news from around the world. I think you guys will really enjoy it. It's super simple to sign up. The link is below. Thank you guys again for watching. We'll see you guys next time.